Game Boy games I haven't played. This is my Game Boy case. It's an original Game Boy case, as in it's for the original Game Boy. It's not made by Nintendo, but by Newbie. I've looked on eBay and these cases are actually quite popular. I got this case from my brother-in-law a few years ago. And it did used to house an original Game Boy, which I still have. But the original Game Boy is broken. The battery compartment has loads of battery leakage in it. So it's not going to work. I want to try and fix it. I've looked up a tutorial. And I need to get some rubbing alcohol and some distilled white vinegar to be able to do that. But for now, instead, I'm keeping a Game Boy Color in here. Now, Game Boy Color is in another case, inside a case, and that's because it needs to be that size to fit in this compartment here. So, let's take a look at my Game Boy Color. Sneak peek of the games we're going to be looking at. So, you can see my reflection there. This is my Game Boy Color. I got this, I think when I was 14 or 15. For some reason, just one morning in a summer holiday, I woke up. I really wanted a Game Boy Color, a lime green Game Boy Color, so I had about £15. So I convinced my dad to bid on one on eBay for me. And I got it for exactly £15, which was a miracle. Came a few days later. As you can see, it's Pokemon Red in there. This is actually the game that I've spent the most time on, probably in my life. I've spent hundreds of hours playing it over and over again. Completed the Pokédex a few times. At the moment, it's got a fairly new file on there. I just beat Brock this morning. I am in fact playing through it again for about the millionth time. And because I've spent so much time playing Pokemon Red, I haven't actually played through many of these games that you see here in the case. I have spent a lot of time playing Tetris. You can see I have 2 copies. The System Seller for the Game Boy, very popular game, and I got Tetris for the first time when I was about 17, so about 7 years ago, and it was an incredible experience, and now I play it all the time on my phone. Don't really play the Game Boy one too much anymore though. Next 2 games, Super Mario Land. Now I've played this a few times, I've never completed it. At the start I didn't really like it so much, but I started playing it again yesterday, which I didn't do this on purpose, but I found out yesterday that it was actually the 29th anniversary, 21st of April 2018, the 29th anniversary of when this game came out in Japan, which was quite nice. And yesterday I was thinking, oh, I don't like this game, it's not a real Mario game. I'll talk about that more when I come to talking about my thoughts about this game. But then this morning I woke up and I was thinking, man, I really want to play that game. So I played it a bit and I actually got the furthest I've ever gotten it, which was World 4-1, level 4-1, I don't know. And I actually had quite a lot of fun, so I'm going to be playing this and trying to complete it. And let me just show you the label here, because I think the Game Boy labels just have amazing artwork. They look really appealing. They make me want to play the games. Okay, so moving on. This game is Wave Race. And actually this is one of the games that I got with my Game Boy Color. The other one was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I gave that to my friend's brother years ago. Wave Race I've played a bit. Not actually that into this game, so I'm not sure if I'm going to play this one. I'll decide when I get around to it. It's kind of a boring game in my opinion. Next pile of games. Solar Striker. Now one of my favourite things to do is watch YouTube videos about games. In fact, I I've probably spent more time watching YouTube videos about games than I have actually playing them, which is why I'm trying to change this now. Solar Striker I heard about in a video by Lord Carnage, aka Classic Game Room. He really sold the game to me. It looked like a fun, simple game. Found it really cheap on Amazon. I've played it a bit, got a few levels into the game, but I want to see how far I can get, become really good at the game. And one thing I can tell you right now is that it has awesome music. Okay, next. Dr. Mario, puzzle game similar to Tetris. Now this game isn't technically mine. I bought it from my brother as a Christmas present a few years ago, but he never really played it and now it's ended up in my possession. So again, like Tetris, or like the other games, I want to play that more. Alleyway, got this a few months ago when I went to Bristol. I found it second hand in Bristol Market. Alleyway is basically a Game Boy clone of Breakout, the game created by Steve Wozniak. And I only noticed this morning that you can see Mario in the little spaceship there, which is quite funny. World Cup. Got this game when my brother-in-law gave me this games case because this used to be his, and honestly, I've played a bit of this. He said it was really good, but he's a huge football fan. I'm not so into this game. And then the last pile here, Metroid. I bought this a few years ago on Amazon. I've played the beginning of the game, but I always get stuck after the first boss. And again, like Solar Striker, I can tell you that it has incredible music. Kirby's Dream Land. I actually got this with Dr. Mario for my brother for Christmas a few years ago. And again, he didn't really play it because he was playing his new games on his 3DS. I have actually played through this game, but you can play it on the regular/easy mode, and then if you complete that the first time, Kirby games are known for being really easy. If you play that through once, then you can unlock a hard mode. So I've played the easy one, but not the hard one, so I'll be trying to play the hard one. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Now I've started new games on this game a lot of time, new files, and the furthest I've ever got is about the 6th dungeon, and then I just sort of fizzled out and got distracted by other things. So I know that this game was really good and I will be trying to complete it. Final game here, Donkey Kong. Another one that I got recommended by a Lord Carnage video. His review of that seemed really fun. It starts out just the first few levels of the original Donkey Kong and goes on to kind of puzzle platform style gaming with loads of new levels. And it was basically the precursor to Mario vs. Donkey Kong, where you find a key in the level and then have to take it to the key hole in the door to unlock the door to the next level. And I've played a few levels of this, and again, really fun, and again I want to try and complete this. So there we have it, all my games. Oh, actually, before I finish, well, you know there's Pokemon Red in there. Okay, so Pokemon Red is one that I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours playing. I also have Pokemon Blue, Silver and Gold, but I think my brother took those home by accident. Well, not home, I think he took them to university, which is the other side of the country, so I've just asked him if he's taken them and asked him to send them back to me. But I'll probably only my thoughts on Red and Blue in one video and Gold and Silver in another. I have actually played through Pokemon Gold before, but never completed the Pokedex. So that should be coming up, and I actually want to do a different kind of series on that, which you'll find out more about later. Okay, so this is part 1 of Game Boy. Part 2 is going to be all about the Game Boy Advance.